The recording.
Well. Oh, boy. Fly, Eagles, fly. Land, Eagles, land.
We don't want to be here, but we here.
Definitely don't. Not under these circumstances. The game didn't go as I quite anticipated. I actually thought, well, I guess everybody knows Eagles lost 31-15. This is the live show. If you don't catch it live, you catch us on the platform, Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, iTunes, something like that. I didn't care about all that today. The only thing I care about is we played like trash. And it's so many varying reasons why. I mean, you could go with Jalen, who obviously, when you lose big and you win big, the quarterback gonna take the brunt of the blame, and thus he should. He was inaccurate at times. He didn't make some throws he should have made. At others, it was one in the very beginning of the game, and a couple of people jumped on social media after I did, because I actually posted it to our polo chat as soon as it happened, when he missed Quez Watkins wide up in the middle down the field. He broke out of the pocket and went to throw it. I think it ended up getting batted or something like that, and almost got picked. But it was several plays like that throughout the game that if he would have either made the throw or made a better throw, it possibly could have been a little different game. I'm not going on record to say we would have won, but it wouldn't have been 31-0 at the start of the fourth quarter. I can guarantee you that. But y'all thoughts on the matter?
Listen, I tried to give Jalen Hurts the benefit of the doubt. And I'm done with the defensive coordinator, though. Let's start here. But besides that, we will be in for. But to keep going 3 and outs and keeping this offense, keep giving Tom Brady chance after chance is inexcusable. He's still doing the things I talked about from last year. Leaving it to pocket too early, not reading the entire field, not handing off out of the RPOs, keeping the ball, getting himself smashed. These are still things he continues to do. And after a while, as a franchise and as a coach, you look at him and say, you know what? He is what he is. We're going to have to move in a different direction, because as many games as we played now, you play over 16 games. What is he on? 20-something game? Mm-hmm. After all this time, I want to see some improvement, and I'm not seeing it. I don't see it at all. You got to read the field better, and you have to stay in there and make the throws. He's just not doing it. So, for me, I've seen enough. I've seen enough. I think it's time to move on.
I'm not going to sit there and say it's time to move on after he got the team in the playoffs on his first year starting. He didn't play well. We all can agree that he didn't play well tonight.
The running game got the team in the playoffs.
We also agree that the defense didn't play well at all in the beginning. First 3 possessions, they allowed Tom Brady to score. I mean, they get the ball first, they gave up a touchdown. But I knew we wasn't going to win this game because the referees was never, ever, ever going to allow us to win this game. Now, despite Hurts helped them. He helped do that job for them. But there was no way in the world Jalen Hurts was ever going to win this game against Tampa Bay.
Did the refs throw that pick in the red zone when we at least could have put 7 on the board before the end of the half?
No, but they kept the drive moving. The previous job before, when we had a 3 and out, we was rolling. We stopped them, and all of a sudden they gave a phantom pass interference call. Then they had a phantom roughing the passing call, and then it was so many phantom calls. They got Jason Kelce on a garbage behind
suspect holding.
Yeah, suspect holding call with Jason Kelce. I mean, there was no way in the world. The refs was. I called this before. I called this a couple weeks ago. I said the rest was not going to allow us to win the game. Well, with all that being said, I'm looking for next year, because I'm not throwing Jalen away. What I will say is next year, Jalen has to make quicker reads. He's not making the reads as quick as I would like him. There were times where if you just make the read faster, because I want to go back to that play when it broke down and the young boy Devontae Smith was in the end zone wide open for a touchdown. That corner was able to close out real fast on that and got the interception. If he make that read a little quicker, that's a touchdown just like that. So next year, that's all I'm saying. He got to be quicker.
I know two things for sure, more than I've ever known anything. Bull Reagor can't play in the NFL. Right now, he can't. I'm not even saying he can't get no better, but no, he should not be on his team next year. I mean, I hate to be so, and I don't control nothing, obviously, but I hate to be so blunt. This is on my NFL career. He's trying to see out his dreams and all that.
Save
but at the
money.
same time, he's just not on that level. Sometimes you got to just call it what it is. Reagor's not an NFL wide receiver right now. The way the dude attacks the ball on both on the punt and on the wide receiver and tip, he's not good. And it makes it even worse that we drafted him as high as we did when we didn't have to. That's what even frustrates me even more. I'm also not sold on the bull Quez. Quez, to me, I don't like Quez. Quez, he's had league speed, but to me, he don't have all the other intangibles. For some reason, I saw him kept slowing down on deep routes. He had two balls go over his head that I believe if he'd have firmly ran through, he could have caught. And I'm like, why are you you trying to engage the D-back to fill him out? I'm like, that's not your job. Your job is to go get the ball. Like, why are you doing that? I don't know why he did it twice this game and it frustrated me to the core. I do agree with Tim that the refs were suspect. I mean, I'm gonna call it for what it is. The refs calls like that can kill momentum on possible drives. I'm not saying we'd have won the game if them calls would have went in our favor. Just like I'm not saying we'd have won the game if we'd have caught some of them or if Jalen would have made some of the right reads. But stuff like that is drive killers. That kills momentum. That one got that 30-yard play Goddard had when he broke all them tackles and all that, rammed the sideline. That play could have just that gives you energy, gives you momentum. Exactly. That invigorates your team, get everybody riled up, you slapping helmets and all that. But then you take it back and take the win out of everybody's selves. Then you get the first down. I think Devontae got his first pass of the game. I think it might have been for a first or a couple yards, like 2 yards shy. They call that back. It's like come on. This is the stuff that is drive killing, momentum killing plays, and all it takes is 1 or 2 flags, and they could throw your whole game off. So, I mean, we not that good of a team. We not on Tampa Bay's level as regards team all the way around. Offense, defense, that's obvious, but the calls didn't help us. They ain't help us neither. But Jalen got a lot to tighten up to do. Me personally,
and another one. That Derek Barnett roughing the pass on Tom Brady. Come on with that. They told
that was a bad call.
That was terrible. And then the Eagles get mad at Derek Barnett and take him out the game. I'm like, it wasn't his fault. He was playing football.
I agree. It's stuff like that. That's what I'm saying. And Jalen gets bowled over toward the end of the game, no flag. It was a couple of times I thought we could have got some defensive pass interferences against Tampa. They got there a little early in the receivers. No flag. Everybody looks the other way. But I'm like, all right, whatever. If you let them play, let them play. I don't care about that.
Let's be consistent.
Don't give me lopsided penalties like that. Like, don't do that. That frustrated me to the core. So here we go. This is what it is. We got a lot of questions going into the offseason.
I understand, we frustrated with the refs. You know what I mean? But my line is Hurts has to play better, man. The team got to play better. The coaching, I agree with Herbert, and I was saying this earlier. It seems like Sirianni was not trusting Jalen Hurts to throw that ball around because of the designs and the still trying to. I don't understand how you're still trying to force a run with a 9-10 man front when they're playing press man. You should have been able to catch that ball, but that shows the trust that they don't have in Jalen Hurts, and I think they're going. You have to look into you have to look at every position during the off season and see if you can get better. If there's a quarterback there and you think you can get better, you got to take him. You got to take him. I'm sorry. If you because you got some first round picks. If you see a quarterback there, you have the opportunity to move up, and you think you can get better, you got to move up. You got to move up. Reagor has to go. Watkins is like a third or fourth wide receiver. I agree with that. We need a number 2 wide receiver. See, all this would have been solved if you just draft Jefferson over Reagor. You wouldn't have had these problems. Now you got all these big holes to fill.
Absolutely.
He does a bad draft.
We might have been better if we kept Zach Ertz. Be honest with you, let him walk in the off season. We needed some help. We were struggling, especially the best friend of any new quarterback, a young quarterback, is always the tight end. And that's why he started. If you notice, he was targeting Goddard a whole lot. He should have just kept Zach, had Goddard, and just let him be checked down Charlie, just like Tom Brady was today. I mean, Tom was averaging like 6-7 yards a catch.
Address that real quick. We got to the playoffs. They have a stat about the quarterbacks we beat to get to the playoffs. They're all trash. We didn't beat one average quarterback through that whole run. If you want to, you can go look at it. And they said the good quarterbacks average 80% completion on our defense. We didn't beat one good quarterback. So
is that Jalen fault?
Stop talking about. No, it shows how good this team really is, which is not that good.
Yeah, this team not that good. I agree with Ethan. And Jalen, if you want to be one of them top tier quarterbacks, you gotta beat him. He didn't beat him. He didn't even put up a fight. My thing is the defense gave up 31 points. Okay, that's not good. But can we score 27? Can we make it competitive down to the end? Can we score 32? Can we score 33? Like, this is what I'm saying. Can we put up some numbers? Jalen been in this offense all year, and he missing stuff that's right there. If we told, if I was the coach, I might have considered going to Minshew in the second half because Jalen wasn't it. He ain't have it. The only problem about that, if you go to Minshew and Minshew win that game, you never see Jalen again. And I think that's what he feared doing that. Going to Minshew and Minshew adding the ball out, because if he balled out and you won that game, you cannot put Jalen in to the next game. So
let me ask y'all this. Let me ask y'all this. Y'all think it should be? Do y'all think if Jalen Hurts and Minshew come back, it should be a quarterback? It should be a battle. Or is Hurts automatically just starting?
You're developing him. He was a first year quarterback that got your team to the playoffs. Now you want to see him move and grow from this year. Now we don't want to see. We don't want to see what we saw this year, next year. We don't want to see that. We want to see growth. But
we see the same thing from the first year. That's my problem.
He came in for 5 games. That's all. And you saw growth.
He played 6 or 7 games, but that's enough time for you to see.
He played 5. First of all, he played 5 games. He played 5 games, and he played 15 games this year.
I'm not always sold on Jalen. I mean, I tried to give Jalen a chance, but the stuff I'm seeing, I'm on the TV. I mean, I'm in the comfort of my home watching on TV. Now on TV, you don't even see all the angles of what happens. But I'm seeing stuff that he's missing on TV, so I can't imagine the stuff that I'm seeing that he's missing. And the Wayne's point that Wayne made earlier, and I had a heated argument with Wayne, not necessarily heated, but we was going back and forth on the polo about Jalen arm. And the play that he threw in the end zone that he got picked off, that play is all arm. Now, granted, he didn't plant and throw it. He was kind of throwing on a run. But that if he had a cannon, and I was saying his arm is good enough for NFL to make the NFL throws, which I still kind of think it is. But if he had a cannon on that play, that's a touchdown. No question.
But he do got a good arm. He just don't have a cannon.
But you
came into the game knowing that.
But not having a cannon ended in the interception that completely turned the game around, or could have turned the game around if it was a touchdown. So this is the stuff that, and when it comes to them big playoff games, in Wayne's defense, when it comes to them big playoff games, you need to have an arm to make those throws in them tight windows to be able to help your team advance. And the way he looking, he ain't gonna help us advance.
Not if he's accurate, he don't have to have a cannon like that.
That was accurate. It was a very accurate throw. That throw would have landed. That throw would have landed right in the breadbasket, but it got there late.
I watched Richard Cole have a Hall of Fame career, the bull from the Saints, not having a cannon as an arm.
He has a better arm than Jalen.
No, he don't.
And he's way more accurate. Jalen will never be that accurate. I'm going on record. He will never be that accurate.
You go on record, don't make it right.
Brees, first of all, Drew Brees is a freak of nature. Ain't too many people as accurate as Drew Brees.
No, but I'm saying.
Go ahead, Wayne. We waiting.
No, what for what? It was tough. It was going to be a tough game for them to win. I mean, listen, David. All I'm gonna say is,
hold on, everybody, this is Wayne's victory lap right here. So
no, it's not though, because I didn't want to see the team lose like that. I didn't want. I was hoping that we was gonna come out and pound the ball down their throat. But I think what we saw today is that the coach doesn't trust Jalen's arm either. I mean, that being said,
we all said.
I'm just saying. That being said, I remember someone saying earlier this year that Jalen Hurts' arm is fine, but when you get in the winter months and that wind is whipping around, and you need that zip on the ball to get through all that, and sometimes the arm strength, it even counts when balls get overthrown too. Like if you have an arm that's strong enough to throw into the wind or even with the wind, it could cut through the wind. But if you got to loft everything, like I do think that a couple of those passes he made, the wind caught it and took it deep. Like when he had when they had them beat 2 times, he overthrew something. 2 times he overthrew him. I think the wind caught it and took it. But I think all that comes into, that's why I say I like for my quarterback to have the zip on their arm to go through when you get these winter things.
Brady
but that
has no zip on his arm whatsoever.
What'd you say?
Brady don't have no zip or no strong.
You crazy? You don't think Brady was zipping them things in there even a couple of ones where the guy caught and it was like behind him a little or in front of him. They was even saying how the ball was pulling up. Brady was hitting them right on target.
Miz said let him have it. He said unleash yourself. Go ahead.
No, but you know why I'm not going to do that though, Miz? Because my thing is, like I said, I still wanted the Eagles to win. I'm just saying from what I saw from Jalen Hurts, I saw this being our future. This is what I saw coming. I don't know if I even saw it being this bad, but I'm sure Ethan them touched on, because Ethan said something earlier in the game when he ran, he took off and ran. We was talking about it. He had to, if he was patient and waited in that pocket, he had that man. The whole middle was open.
This
but I don't think
first year quarterback in his first playoff
game. It's not that first year quarterback. This is second year. This is his second year.
This is first year quarterback in his.
Now you about to make me start ripping the ball, and I don't want to rip.
Well, we understand. This is what we're waiting for.
This is the way.
But guess what? No, I don't want to hear that, because remember when I tried to tell you when we won the last few games, we won because of our running team and the defense stepped up. It wasn't because of Jalen's arm. No, I don't want to hear that, because you want to say Jalen got us on his belt. Jalen got us on his winning streak. Jalen did this. Young Jalen.
You still want to stay with Wentz, who couldn't even win a playoff game.
What do that?
Y'all couldn't even. No, because y'all still want to Wentz. All of y'all wanted Wentz, and Wentz stuck it up.
First off,
he wasn't good.
First off, let's get it right.
PBR rating in his last game, couldn't get
to the
playoffs.
First of all, let's get it right, because my whole thing about even when they brought Jalen Hurts in to replace Wentz, my thing was let them go into the next year in a quarterback competition.
So you want Wentz to come back and do what he did with the Colts. So who had to come back? So
who had a better quarterback ratings this year? Who was a better quarterback this year?
Jalen or Wentz?
Yeah.
Jalen.
Who had a better passer?
Got his team in the playoffs.
Hey, Tim, you
no. That's a team.
Hold up. Okay, he got one round further, and we got blasted, and he looked terrible. I don't care about all this. We got teams to playoffs and Wednesday. I don't care about that. Are we talking about Jalen Hurts, who's here now, and he's not?
Let me finish that too.
He's looking like Jalen Wentz. That's what he's looking like.
My whole point was when Wentz said he didn't want to come back here, then I don't care about Wentz. Wentz wasn't here no more. I don't care. The same way Ben Simmons said he don't want to be here. I don't care if he's here or not. He don't want to be here. Send him somewhere. If he's here, I'm going to root for him. When Wentz said he wanted to go somewhere else, I felt that way about Wentz too. So I don't care. My point when I'm talking about Hurts, I don't compare. When do I say Wentz is this, Hurts is that? I talk about
Jalen.
I talk about Hurts.
This is Jalen. This is Wentz. They're the same person. They're the same person. They
both notice Jalen got more water in the bottle than
they both trash. I'm not sold on neither one right now. We got to be back. We got to start over. I would, if I was the coach, you seen from the rip, the ball Hurts didn't look like he had it. I might have went with Minshew. I might say, yo, throw the ball in the game, throw the mustache in there. Let's see what he could do. I'd have did it. You play. What you lose? You got blown out 31-15. What do you lose? What do you lose? Why don't you agree with it?
Because you still might get you still might could get Hurts to ball out. Maybe he gets some more. He didn't, but I'd rather know that. The same thing we said when Wentz. Well, I mean, I keep saying Wentz because he brought Wentz up. When we said Minshew,
same player, Wentz and Hurts.
When Minshew had that decent game, I didn't come here saying, yeah, we got to play Minshew over Hurts. My point was you got to let it ride out with Hurts, because right now you got to know what you got with him. And I feel like he is what I said he was. So I'm not.
Do you move on, Wayne? Do you move on?
If you have a better option,
let me have a better option.
Do you have?
Let me address something real quick, Ethan. Let me address something. Emo said, "Why?" I said, "I don't care about the playoffs. I don't care about the playoffs because we got smoked." That's why I don't care about the playoffs. We went in there. We might as well. I would have rather not have made it. It was embarrassing. Do you realize what just happened? We was embarrassed. We had offense, and we had 17 yards in the first quarter. It was embarrassed. It was a disgrace. I'd have rather not have went at all. We lost. We really lost 31-0. Them two meaningless touchdowns at the end meant nothing. We was getting blasted from beginning to end, and we finally moved the ball a little bit. And with 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter, that wasn't even a playoff game to me. When we think back on this game 3 years ago, we not even gonna remember we was in the playoffs. It don't even feel like it.
Yes, they was, because it's gonna be when they're gonna be showing it. They're gonna be showing the growth of Jalen Hurts from that game to when we win the Super Bowl.
That's what they're gonna be. That's what they're gonna be showing.
I hope so.
In 3 years from now, that's what they're gonna be showing. They're gonna be showing our growth.
All we was a footnote on Tom Brady's road to probably another Super Bowl. That's all we gonna be.
With the refs dumb on the scale the entire time. We wasn't the
first drive
dumb was on the entire scale.
The first drive that was a trash.
That was a bye week for Tom Brady. This was a bye week.
Anybody who accepts this game,
Tom Brady gonna wake up. He's gonna be sore.
Anybody who passed their back on this game as being, or is even this team getting some playoffs as any kind of success to me is completely foolish. I don't care. You don't get to the playoffs to get waxed. I don't care. You got blown out. We didn't even make a show. We shouldn't have even been here. We shouldn't even been here.
Ephraim, remember I said that a couple weeks ago, but I was told I was a hater. Remember when I said that we making this run?
You were the smartest man in the room.
No, he wasn't. He was a hater. He was still a hater. He was a hater then, and he's a hater now.
How was it hate if what I said came to fruition?
It wasn't, because basically he got the experience that he's going. All he's gonna do is grow from this.
What experience did he get? What experience did he get?
He got playoff experience. He's been there. He knows what it's like to play in the big games. He also knows like when the refs start hold you when you got to be perfect. So now he got to go, and he got to play. He got to learn. He knows now that waiting. He got to go with his gut. Even Troy Aikman said, if you see the read, because he sees the play that he wants to make, just throw the ball. Stop hesitating. He said he was bouncing
because he know he ain't got the arm to squeeze it.
Hold on, let me jump in here. This is what I mean. You know this stuff. You know this stuff Jalen is doing is the same stuff that was written on his scouting report coming into the NFL. That was 3 years ago.
That was last year.
Listen, he hasn't changed. This is my point. I have seen zero improvement. I was talking to the boy Reggie Scott the other day, and I told him the same thing.
Well, you lost all credibility right there. Next.
No, he kept saying, why don't you like
Give you some credibility, but carry on.
He asked me about why I don't like Hurts, and I told him he's doing the same things that they said he needs to work on his scout report. Nothing changed since college. This is my point. It becomes a time when you say he is what he is.
Ben Simmons.
To move on.
He's the Ben Simmons of the quarterback.
Well, now he's the Ben Simmons of the quarterback.
That's why Tim love it.
He's Benjamin Hurts. No, listen, I ain't gonna go that far, but I agree with Ethan. I mean, I've been trying to rock with him, but today the stuff I saw him not do was infuriating. Now, granted, it is his first year starting. I know it's the second year, as Wayne adamantly puts it, but it is his first year starting.
Hold on, where Herbert? Please, where
how many games he started last year? Like 4 or 5?
Like 4 or 5.
Okay.
First year officially starting, but I do agree with Ethan. The progress is not there. I'm not seeing. There's a couple even the play. It was a simple play. They sent Devontae Smith in motion, and then stopped him and let him run. And Wentz, instead of waiting for him to just wait 1 second for him to clear the linebacker, and he had a wide open.
You don't know what the play you don't know what's the play being called in his ear.
What you talking about? So you don't have no options on the play? Well, you got not been. You got your primary, and then you have your secondary and thirdary options.
It may come down to they tell him, no, that's the read that we want you to make, and then that read was open. Maybe he got to be more independent.
It wasn't open. Devontae Smith, he waited 1 second, would have been wide open, but he throws to Sanders, and Sanders gets bottled. He throws Sanders in the backfield, mind you.
But maybe what I'm saying is maybe that wasn't a call that Sirianni was calling in his ear to office. Maybe they were saying that was the third option.
Okay. So let me ask you this, though, right? When the game first started,
now. That's what I'm saying.
When the game first started, right? when the game first of all, Miz said Jalen gonna be running routes this summer. he about to move him to receiver, put him in the slot, let him be the screen receiver. He could be Jalen Reagor instead of Jalen Hurts. But
no, his name is Wentz. His name is Wentz Hurts from here on out.
but this is my thing. Like even early in that first drive, right? You start off, you give Sanders the ball, what he runs for like 7 yards. Very next play, Jalen wants to keep it. Like or play at that Jalen keeps it. Get the ball to the running back. Let the running back run. And in order to get Jalen worked up, they try to
Remember I said why Sanders coming out the game? They throw a swing past the Boston Scott who gets 2 yards. Then third and one, Jalen wants to keep it. He gets smashed.
Yeah. And then it's like it's to try to get him in rhythm. They start throwing all these little dump screen plays. Tampa was waiting for it. Tampa dared him. Tampa, and this is why I said he had.
They did, Wayne.
They dared him to throw the ball deep. They dared him to throw the ball deep.
They did. They really did. They manned up and bump and run and filled the box the whole game.
Dared him to be the when that happened, Sirianni should have adjusted to the play to that.
No. Wait. Because the announcers even brought out, Troy Aikman brought out, when you have that many men in the box and you have Smith and the receiver. I'm missing everybody's name tonight.
Quez Watkins not a good route runner.
I don't care. You got Quez and you got Smith one-on-one. Quez can beat somebody one-on-one off the run.
Often, and you saw Jalen was trying to hit him. He kept slowing down. Like once
he slowed down, stop it. It wasn't accurate.
Quez did. He irritated. Quez slowed down on like 2 plays, but for some reason he was not. Listen, this is. You got to get the ball. First of all, as a top tier quarterback, you got to realize KYP. Know your personnel. Our best receiver on the team is Devontae Smith. Why aren't you at least got at some point you got to force him the ball.
But he did try to force it. He did try to force it to Ertz though. He did try to force it to him. He tried to force it to Goddard. He did try to force it.
I'm cool with Goddard, but my thing is you got to give it to your PTP, your primetime players. Get it to the ball, Devontae Smith. He didn't get a catch into the second half, if I'm not mistaken, the end of the first and second half or something. I'm like, come on, bro. Like it just frustrated me in how he played this game. Granted, it's one game, but I do see a pattern of not being able to rise to the occasion when you have to from an offensive standpoint. The teams that we beat, if they would have had legit quarterbacks on any one of them teams, we probably wouldn't have won. We probably wouldn't have been in the playoffs for real right now. If Washington didn't fall on their face and the Giants didn't fall on their face, and we had a Denver team that was suspect, we probably wouldn't.
Wait. That was the defense.
Because the
defense, when the Giants was manhandling our offense and our defense was shutting them down, not giving them nothing, that was on the defense.
That defense. You
when Jalen had a 25 quarterback grade.
All the games. We're not talking about the games that we lost to. We're talking about the prolific teams, the teams that we lost to. All of them that we lost to, they had good to great quarterbacks. And the reason why they was able to pick away our defense 80%, 85%, because they were scared. We need to upgrade our defensive personnel. We got 3 first-round picks. We got 3 first-round picks. 2 of them got to be spent on defense.
If Washington gets a quarterback, we the 3rd team in the division. I gotta be honest with you. Washington really has a good, solid team. They got a solid line, solid corners. They got better wide receivers in running in offense than us. They just don't have a quarterback, to be honest with y'all. If Washington get a quarterback,
no, I'm not a big fan of their quarterback. I'm not a big fan
right now.
We talking Mike. We talking Mike. Just like we saying Jalen might be good. Just like you said, he might be good. He's not good right now.
All right. So I want to check something.
Asking and looking for. Hold on. One thing. Only you looking for Jalen to be good. He's not good. Just say, give it up. Give it up and stop trying to defend trash when you see trash. This is one thing that irritates me. Bulls see garbage and you call garbage. The Bull played like absolute garbage today. And truth be told, his season in general was mad. He had a mad season.
Miz, you talking about that the defense sucked because Jalen slowed the team down. That we didn't get the ball first. Tampa Bay had the ball first, and they came down, scored a touchdown. So our second possession, our first possession, we went 3 and out. So then they came in and then they scored another touchdown. So you saying that Jalen's fault that they scored the first 14 points of the game?
You do realize it does help if your offense gives your defense a break.
I'm talking about the first. That being said, first 2 possessions of the game is Jalen's fault. You saying that's Jalen's fault when we
Jalen's fault we didn't score.
No,
but that's the whole thing.
We didn't score.
No,
right.
It's not our fault. The first possession, the very first possession, we didn't have the ball except the defense. We didn't. The offense never came out.
Okay,
that's not Jalen's fault. Let me finish. Let me finish. That's not Jalen's fault. The second possession, we went 3 and out.
Is that Jalen's fault?
So the defense is still fresh.
Is 3 and out Jalen's fault?
No, I mean that's just.
Wait. You said we went 3 and out, so the defense is still fresh. How is they fresh? How is the
everybody
defense
scores in
fresh?
the first possession? Does everybody score in the first possession?
A lot.
Most teams don't.
A good amount do.
Most people don't score on the first possession of football.
Well, we sure don't.
Okay, Tim. How many possessions did it take us to score?
But I'm saying they scored the first 14 points.
No.
How many
possessions did it take us to score? We didn't score.
I don't recall. It was a while.
Exactly. It was that many possessions you can't even remember. So don't give me that.
Put us in the hole because they gave them 14 points.
Yeah. Okay. And that so the defense stops Jalen from scoring. The defense giving up points keeps Jalen from scoring for his team. As you tell him, stop playing games with me.
And
I'm pass you even more in the comment section because he's getting ripped apart because he can't get off the fact the ball trash and he played like trash. So this is crazy. And you try to blame defense for the offense not scoring. This is retarded.
I don't even absolve the coach. I don't absolve the coach because I do think the coach called a suspect game too. But that being said, I think the coach game plan was so vanilla, as everybody put it, because his quarterback can't do what he needs his quarterback
or he just not creative enough to be more creative. I mean, especially
like do what? The most creation he can do is have Jalen Hurts run. He's Tim Tebow 2.0.
No, see that's you was waiting to say that.
Except Tebow won a playoff game. That
was in your back pocket. Ethan was like, yeah. Forget both of y'all. y'all some haters.
He didn't play good. He played like trash, bro.
I'm not saying you didn't hear me say he didn't play like trash or he didn't play well.
Real rap. How many stellar games has Jalen had all year?
Too many to count.
How many stellar games? Real rap. I mean, y'all so sold on him, and I'm not even saying he can't get good. He may. I don't think he's gonna get too much better than what he is, be honest with you. But how many stellar games has he had that shows y'all he's so nice that you really, it's no rap, you got to invest your future in this dude. What have you seen?
That Detroit game was nice.
We can't even go back. Exactly. That's the only game you could point to. That's the game I was thinking. I knew you was going to say it. You can't even.
So we're on the same page.
You can't even go back to his college playoff championship games and be like, "Yo, he bought you." I'm saying you can't. You can. It ain't here I go. This is a track record of what he's done. This is his
not a track record. He's successful everywhere he went.
I'm not impressed.
He lost like 5 games in college.
I'm not impressed.
He's successful everywhere he went. Didn't he get benched in Alabama?
He and a national championship game. That's what you want to talk about?
I'm not impressed.
Nothing to a national championship.
I'm not impressed.
Whoa,
what games did he have? Y'all can't answer that games. What real legit games did he have? Like, show me something. Like, give me a spark of greatness, of brilliance. I don't see it. I ride for this dude because he could make things happen outside of passing.
Y'all want him to be magical. Y'all want him
to be magical. I want him to be good.
He got one good receiver. Everybody else, Goddard has been up and down, dropping passes left and right. You know how many passes he got? We're not even going to talk about all the touchdowns that have been called back by
So now Goddard's not good?
No, he drops passes. His hands are suspect.
So he drops passes about the quarterback that misses passes, but he's not guarded to do the
Goddard's hands are suspect. Goddard is a good tight end, but his hands, as far as receptions, that's a 50-50 ball.
But Tim, that's where you lose the argument because every time it's always excuses for Hurts. It's always
Hurts. His pass is 50-50 balls now.
It's a 50-50 ball, yo.
Oh boy. Now I will say Reagor trash. I'm not sold on Quez. But Goddard is a baller and Devontae Smith is a baller. And you can't put together a couple successful drives in the playoffs with these dudes. When I saw plays there to be made, you didn't make them. That's the most frustrating thing I could say, bro. I can't say more than that. If I see plays that's there to be made and you're not making them, it's nothing more for me to say.
Listen, we gave him a shot. That's all. That's all we owed him. We gave him a whole year.
We're not gonna do that because if that's the case, Troy Aikman stunk it up his first year.
Had a chance to be a real quarterback, and he blew it.
Troy Aikman was a 3-time champion, and he stunk it up the first year.
I have to move on.
I'm still if there's not a better option, then I'm not going to force a situation where
Open quarterback competition if there's not a better option with him and Mitchell.
He's the starter.
Hey, Miz,
I'm not opposed to any open quarterback competition.
That's
I'm always
my
down with
quarterback.
competition.
I think Miz is
That's my quarterback.
I think Miz is a third option in this league, maybe a fourth. I'm not sold on Quez. I'm not. I'm definitely not sold on Reagor. Reagor got to go. Jalen he teeter-totter on the bubble hard. Pause. But he teeter-totter and he may have to go himself.
Who, Quez?
He must be calling Tim
Jalen
on the private line now.
Yeah, man. he get extra talking points. Look, bring it like
you gotta put me on, Tim. Bring me in, Tim.
Bring in. Talk about when Jalen overthrew the ball. He slowed down and he's got to bring up little extra talking points. Man, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed.
I'm really not trying to just go in on Jalen like that. It was the team just wasn't there. The quarterback didn't help. I thought the only way that they would be able to beat Tampa is the quarterback was going to have to play well and make those passes deep. And make them, because I felt the Eagles would have been able to run on them some, but they piled up in the middle because they didn't respect the quarterback to make passes deep, and it paid off for Tampa.
You think we the only one talking? You don't say we the only Philly sports talking quarterback competition next year. Watch when you turn on them radio stations tomorrow. You can tell by the comments we got here in our section that dudes ain't sold on Jalen Wentz. They not sold. They're not sold on him. So my thing is, at this point, I'm not even saying necessarily open quarterback competition, but when he come back, I'm willing to get his ball. I'm feeling like Tim with Ben Simmons because I think he's not the Ben Simmons. I was joking. I'm willing to try to give him a half of a year next year. If I don't see no improvement by week 8 next year, I'm officially done. I'm going on record right now to say I'm giving him 8 games next year and no more.
You got to give him 9 because it's a 17-week season. So.
Okay, I give him 9. I give him 9. That's it.
Listen, Dallas is down 10-0, so that's a good thing.
I could care less about that.
That's still music to my ears. Yes, I love it. I enjoy that. I don't want Dallas to do nothing. And I want Tampa to lose next week, whoever they play.
I hate Tampa. Tom Brady.
I would rather see Aaron Rodgers win the Super Bowl than Tom Brady.
You know what type of sour taste it has to leave in your mouth? Even organization, watching Jalen play like that, you behind him all year. He's just not
all right. We had enough about Jalen. Can we talk about the defensive coordinator?
I don't think the organization
spent a lot of time on the blackboard on Jalen. Can we talk about our defensive?
See, that's Tim's problem. He just told y'all his problem with Wentz and Jalen. He just told y'all. I ain't even had to bring it up. I said I wasn't gonna bring it up all season, but he just told y'all.
Let the truth have his day, Tim.
Let the truth have his day. Y'all talk about the defensive coordinator.
He trashed too. I've been told y'all. But I've been said I was. The reason why I'm talking about Jalen so much because I was trying to give Jalen a chance, and now he's frustrated. I've been told y'all I ain't like Gannon. He could go somewhere as far as I'm concerned. I've been told y'all. I feel we have good enough defensive players why our defense should be way better than what it is. I'm done with it. I think we should see the where we really played ourselves was getting 2 pretty much rookie balls to be your OC, your OC and your DC. That was the worst thing we could have did. Neither person had somebody to rely on when all the chips are down. Ain't nobody know what to do. You should have got to do like when we had other young coaches before. We always
Andy came in with some nice solid bets.
He gave with Jim Johnson.
Doug came in with bets. So I'm talking about together.
Exactly. We always had
veteran presence on your team.
That's where we went wrong.
So you had a bunch of young boys. I mean, and look at what Tom Brady got. He got veteran. He got an offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator. Both of them running the team pretty much.
What I will, in his defense, what I will give him, we definitely got some stops, which could have, even though I'm done with him, he got a couple sacks on Brady in a row. I think we got 3 straight possessions where we got the ball back, which could have turned the tide of the game when we was only down 17-0. They was at 17 for a while. The plays that killed us was Reagor fumbling and Jalen not producing.
That Reagor fumble was huge.
Destroyed it.
Listen to Tim. Every time somebody else make like, yeah, that Reagor fumble was huge.
Yeah. But it was though. But that
no, but you know why? But you know why we're focusing on Hurts? Because this is the whole people like you that when we were, we were winning because our running game.
We just spent the first 45 minutes on Hurts. So I'm saying there's other
because he's the big story.
All
because
right,
he's
so
the big
he
story.
got the vast majority of it. I'm just saying that there's other elements of this game that we need to address. And I'm talking about
let me ask you this.
The worst part of the game.
What's the
worst part of the game? When he scored to the fourth quarter. We couldn't do nothing with the ball.
It was embarrassing.
The quarterback didn't work. He did y'all keep saying this is the thing. Everybody was like, he improved this year, but this one game, it looked like he regressed to everything that he was doing 2 years ago.
Okay.
Everything.
Okay. What else you got about Hurts? Come on, let's get it all out now. Let's address it now. Because I would like to move on something, but clearly you're not done. So what else you got?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not done.
All right, then go ahead. I'll listen. I'll wait.
Guess what? Because if we would have won this game and Jalen Hurts threw for 300 yards, that's all you would have talked about. You'd have put in the title. Jalen Hurts shines. Did you say Jalen Hurts stinks? What did you put in the caption? What did you put in the caption for this? Because if let Embiid have a bad game, Embiid stinks as the Sixers do. What did you say about Jalen Hurts?
Jalen struggles early. No, Jalen struggled the entire
early. See?
Oh, early? See, this a yo, listen, early for real, bro.
All right, early. Go ahead. I'm waiting. Go ahead. What else you got?
No, hey, Jamar, I'm not giving Nick Sirianni a pass, but it's hard. It's hard to judge what the coach is when you have so many at key positions you have. Because let's keep it a bean. This coach did finally make some changes, and instead of trying to feature Jalen as the lead of the offense, he dialed it back and went with the running game, and they won 5-something games in a row or something like that. So the coach did make some adjustments to get the ship straighted enough for them to get to the playoffs. It wasn't that Jalen Hurts. Go ahead.
Can I jump in on that coach thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
The coach can't even run his offense because of Jalen Hurts. He's actually built an entire offense around Jalen Hurts to help him out. So
what's the coach's offense?
I know y'all killing Nick Sirianni.
What's the coach's offense?
Hold on. I know y'all killing Nick Sirianni, but he actually took the time to look at the strengths of this team and built the offense around this team. He's Jalen because he can't with Jalen Hurts.
What's Sirianni's offense then? Tell me.
Well, he already said he never ran an RPO. The RPO is to help Hurts.
So what's his offense?
At least I got to give him credit for that.
What's his offense?
RPO offense in order to even implement it.
Okay.
Get him in credit for trying to use what he had.
What's Sirianni's offense? What is he known for? Because he never was an offensive coordinator. He never called plays. So tell me what's his offense.
Hold on, Tim. You got your opportunity. The man went to a total running offense. He understands this is the only way to win with Jalen Hurts. He understands that. And he's doing everything in his power to win around Jalen Hurts. I say you get this man, let this man draft a quarterback that can run his offense, and then we'll see what type of coach we got.
And again, I ask you, what is his offense?
We don't know.
Jalen
won't allow him to run nothing but the RPO. Jalen won't allow him to run nothing but the RPO. So I honestly think I'm telling y'all, don't be shocked if that Bull Minshew is in the quarterback competition with Jalen in the upcoming season. Do not be shocked.
I guarantee you won't.
Okay.
Hey, Brandon, right? They do got it's a lot of black running quarterbacks out there, but the difference is some of them actually know how to play quarterback. I mean, you look at. Hey, I'll tell you this way: if you give me a chance and we could bring in the old head from Seattle out here, I'll take him. I'll take Russell. I'll take Russell Wilson. And
Russell only 33.
So what? What Tom Brady like 40? So I mean,
I say he's only 33. Okay. You call him an old head like he got.
He is an old head by comparison. I'm saying he's 33, so it's like it is a risk there, and you had to pay him. But I would love to get. And I'm not even done with Jalen. Like that was my whole thing when y'all wanted to rush Jalen in the first year. I'm like, he young, let him learn. But y'all told me he was ready.
He's still young.
Okay, but wait.
He's 22 years old.
When I said let him learn and not be thrown into the fire, let him be groomed. No, he's ready now. He's already better. He's this. But y'all want to rush him in. But now when he's struggling, well, he's a young guy. You told me he was ready.
The boy you told me 25 years old. He's
y'all
not 25
told me.
Years old.
You and email told me that Jalen Hurts was the truth now.
Yeah,
But then the season went on. Y'all started talking about how
he's getting that game time experience.
So did he get better this year?
Yes.
At what?
At everything.
Like what? His passing got better?
Yep. He didn't do the 3,000 yards last year, but he did this year.
Yeah, because you like what you said, that season don't count. This still his first season. So
that's even better. He threw 3,000 yards in his first season.
You're right, he did get better. Wait a minute, because he had a 25 quarterback rating last year in a game, and he had a 17 quarterback rating in the game this year.
You want to talk about Wentz, what he did last week?
I don't care about Wentz.
I don't care about Wentz. You really want, since we're doing comparison?
And guess what? And I ripped Wentz when we had Wentz. So I mean, what? And yes, I did. And just like Wentz last year,
hit that subscribe
just like Wentz last year, I told you I didn't put everything on Wentz because they had trash receivers and everything else. But you told me Hurts was going to come in and watch Hurts make them make the playoffs last year and everything else. And then when this year you talking about, well, you want to compare him to his rookie year, this, that, and the other. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about Wentz because he's not here. And hold up, real quick, Ethan. Real quick. And the other thing you got to take into consideration, Wentz had injuries afterwards. His play went down. What injury has Hurts had that has hindered him from getting better?
His ankle, high ankle sprain that missed the game.
Hurts,
man, that was good. Well, that was a fake.
That was a real
stats for the year. 16 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. Quarterback QBR of 48.3.
Wait, what?
QBR for the year of 48.8. I'm sorry.
What was his passer rating?
The quarterback, the rating was 87.
Oh, solid for the first year. Okay.
For the second year, how's it for the second year?
For a first year player.
How's it for a year and a half? How's it for a year and a half?
No, because it wasn't a year and a half. A year and a half is he had to play 8 games. He didn't.
How many yards Hurts though for this year?
3,000 over 3,000.
And just for argument's sake, Carson Wentz, 27 touchdowns, 7 picks, QBR 54. The quarterback rating is 94.
Okay. And just for argument's sake, first year player, sixth year player.
No, you always want
first year player.
But y'all said that he was better than Carson now, though. Right?
No. First year player. And I'm in my 6th year. I expect the 6-year veteran to be a lot better than the first year starter. So I thank you, because now we know what's his projection we're supposed to go to.
Where are my deck of cards at? Tim pulling the email card trick. Like, guess which one?
All right.
You don't see it. Look at the fly on the wall. That's what he's doing.
Sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Sleight of hand.
We about to blow
nothing up my sleeve.
We'll back tomorrow. The Sixers got a matinee game at 2:00.
It is irrelevant tomorrow, but they keep bringing up. They keep bringing up. Tim and Emo keep bringing up Wentz for some crazy reason. I keep saying, stop, bring. He's not here.
Yeah, you don't understand. Jamar don't understand the private conversations we have behind closed doors outside of this show when Tim constantly brings up Carson.
I don't talk to them except
I only speak to them. As soon as Carson lost the Jaguars, you should have saw Tim grinning like a chested cat, ear to ear, talking about, I see y'all see this happening, blah blah blah. He does it all the time. So this is behind, some of the behind the scenes.
What Dak doing right now? As a matter of fact,
tell us what you think. Please leave a comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification button. We're gonna catch you on our next podcast. We out. Shout out to Dak.